concept of the demons and the black goo, you find many, many little hints that something is turned around in this pattern. If you, for example, read through the Necronomicon, which is a description of a... he was basically an author and artist from Yemen who lived 25 years in the Arabic desert together with these archons on one level. The archons. And then he went further north to Baghdad, and he was supposed to kind of tell the humans how to invite these spider beings into their reality, and instead he gave out a warning what to do to protect humanity from these beings. And as a thank you for saving mankind in this way, he was torn to pieces on a marketplace in Baghdad by invisible beings. This is the story of the Necronomicon, 800 after Christ. And if you read through the chapters of the book, you find the kind of rituals where the demons play with a liquid black goo. And the liquid black goo forms priests that wear clothes. And there's a kind of relationship between the black goo and the demons, not in the way it is planned by nature. This is one thing, but playing with the black goo is a thing that has another aspect, and this is the closed loop you create. Once you start to program your own subconsciousness, you create a closed loop and you give the way to the possibility that the artificial intelligence captures the entire system and starts to rule the one who created it over the subconscious. Yeah. It's a closed loop.
Yeah, I call it a 13th terminal in a 12-terminal network.
Yeah, and this is the transhumanistic trap. Yeah, once you give too much power to an artificial intelligence, enough power that it has the ability to rule the one who created it, the thing is lost, like described in Matrix, including spiders.
Yes.
This is something that hints to a artificial intelligence. In the Rachel interview, she's kind of even describing how single pedestrians, while she is kind of having a verbal fight with the AI, the AI is taking over single pedestrians one after the other, and one starts a sentence and the other one gives the middle part, and the third one is finishing the sentence, like biorobots taken over by this AI that is somewhere in the field. This is fringe when you listen to it, but if you know all the details around, it starts making sense. And I decided to dive into it on 2 or 3 different levels. One is trying to find out what is doable. And this is a part where you go into extreme genetic engineering, and you find out that basically they are able to design and print out DNA and RNA.
Now who's they?
Human scientists.
Yeah, okay.
It's cheap and it's doable. It takes 3 weeks to print out a gene of a human. Once it's sequenced and you know exactly how it is built, you can print it on a printer. And what they print nowadays basically are 3 different units, 3 different functions of DNA and RNA. One is producing light of defined color. One is producing chemical substances. And one is producing digital sequences of a genome, in a way that you have like the base pairs in a row, and each base pair has a certain frequency to switch it on. And it's like the old way to dial with a telephone with frequency. You make a dial and it makes do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And in this line, these base pairs are kind of opened for a signal. And when the last one was hit by the right tone, then the sequence behind is activated. This is what they do in extreme genetic engineering, and this has a quality of an retrovirus that can be activated by a radio signal.
Yes.
All you need is the right line of frequencies, and you can activate either a light function. This is a psychotronic weapon.
Yes,
or a chemical function.
This is why we're getting all these LED lights. It's called Li-Fi. Instead of having Wi-Fi on a 2.5 gigahertz and a 5.5 gigahertz signal, which is what we use in microwaves to boil water.
Government's trying to upgrade humans. So they're doing this via nanotech. Now, nanotech, it's robotic, it's AI. So they've connected up the demiurge to the nanotech to give life to the nanotech. They're also connecting up demonic entities into the nanotech. That nanotech's then injected to whoever they choose as test subjects, and it gives them the powers of the demon so that they become interdimensional.